Hi guys! Welcome back to Manifest with Armine. This is Armine. I'm a law of attraction consultant. Alright, well, I haven't been here in a while, and I just recorded like 4 very short videos about some books that I had ordered, and I did like an unboxing thing or whatever to share them with you guys. So I thought, since I'm already sitting in front of camera, might as well turn live on and see how you guys are doing. I know this isn't the time that my usual viewers are or subscribers are tuning in, so I probably won't see any of you right now, but I did have time right now, so I wanted to pop in. If any of you are joining in, and if you have any questions about manifesting or anything pertaining to that, let me know. I'm happy to answer them. I have not done a live in so many months, and I really miss it. And this is the time I had today, like I said. So I'm just popping in for a few minutes, see if you guys have any questions, and I'm happy to answer them. What are you manifesting? Like, what are you looking to manifest? Tell me about it. Is it relationship? I honestly, like, so many, like the majority, I guess, of my friends, followers, I guess, my subscribers are really looking to manifest relationships. Is it money that you're looking to manifest? Is it well-being? Is it physical well-being? Tell me about it, and we'll talk about it. So I just did these, like I said, these 4 videos on books that I had ordered and hadn't opened yet. So those are pretty interesting, and I'm gonna post them soon. I don't know when. I'm so bad at that. I always say that. Actually, I still have things that Lyndall has sent me, new audios that he sent me, and I haven't posted them yet. So that's gotta happen soon. And eventually I have to have someone doing this tech stuff for me, because it is not really part of, it's not part of my passion, I guess you could say. So yeah, I know this is not the time usually where most of my my subscribers and question askers are on. Honestly, I usually do lives when it's like 1 or 2 a.m. in Pacific Standard Time, and I know like a lot of my subscribers are in Europe, or in that area, Europe, Asia, and they're just starting their day, and it's usually a good time. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, don't be shy. Ask me anything, anything regarding manifesting, anything regarding Neville Goddard, Abraham Hicks, a lot. And I don't know if you guys are aware of this. I don't know how much time you spend on social media with law of attraction stuff, but some people just insist that law of attraction and Neville are like not the same thing, or just opposites even, and it's not. And if you have any questions about that, I'm happy to talk about it too. Someone had been so kind and sent me like a 12-hour, like really old recording of Abraham Hicks, and in it, I mean, there are so many things that were just exactly what Neville teaches, and I've taken so many notes on that. There are so many things I want to do and I want to share with you guys that I kind of don't know where to start sometimes, and I'm going to work on that. So I am working on a membership sites, because a lot of you I know who have watched my videos over the past few years and maybe follow me on Instagram. I'm semi-active on both platforms. I know a lot of times some of you have a lot of questions, but some of you feel bad asking so much, because I do this for free, and that's fine. It's not cheap to work with me as a consultant. So that's why I do a lot of these things for free when I take questions online. But I think the membership platform is really something that I'm doing so that those of you who are interested in working with me, somewhat personally, like it's not one-on-one coaching, but it's a way for you to actually get my insight on things that are personal to you, and I can answer so many questions for you regularly, and you would have to feel bad that that you're taking my time or anything anything like that. So that's the membership site is pretty much for. But I'm always, and that has not launched yet. And meanwhile, whenever I come online, I'm always happy to take questions from you guys. I don't know why you guys are being shy today. I know there's only a couple of you here, but yes. Let's see. I'm gonna wait a few more minutes. If you guys have questions, we have to answer them. Let's see if I think of anything else. I'll just ramble about that. But let's see. Hi, thanks for joining in. If you have any questions about manifesting, I'm happy to answer them. Let me know if you guys are interested in lives, like if you're kind of tuning in but you can't really ask questions right now. Let me know when's a good time for me to do lives. I don't get to them often, but when I do them, I'd like to have them at a time where it's convenient for the people who want to be there and they're able to kind of focus for real. So yeah. What did I talk about until then? I was actually just touching on something that is one of my favorite references that Neville has to the Bible, which is be doers of the word and not hearers only. Because so many of us, like, this is really like my main focus. This is why I do this stuff, because we spend so much time reading about the law of attraction or Neville's work, and we read and we listen to audios, we watch videos, and then when it comes down to it, we still kind of feel kind of empty, because as excited as we get about the work, like how often do we actually just stop and apply it for a minute? That's really what it takes. It just takes a minute of applying it to really make a difference. Like a minute a day, it sounds like nothing, but it does make a difference, because the percentage of thoughts that you have a day that are conscious and they're not repetitions of what you've been thinking the day before, let's say it's 5%, that's what they say. Just a minute out of a day, if you can focus on living in the state of your desired state, then it does make a difference, because you're taking part of that 5% and you're letting it influence your subconscious thoughts, and it will carry on to the next day. Let's see, something. Oh, is it hard? I'm sorry. Yeah, I record my videos with this like mic thing here, with this, but I'm on my iPad right now doing a live, because it's just easier for me. It's bigger for me to see the questions, and I don't have a mic on, so thank you for telling me that. I will talk louder. Let me see. Toxic Yo PvP. Is that how you say your name? I hate Army. I just wanted to say glad to see you back. Let me see. Found your channel from Evolution and have some great videos. Oh, awesome. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. See, how do you say your name? Like, can you do it for? Is it Silos? Is it Silos Sensei? I don't know. I don't want to ruin that. I mean, my name's not easy either. But let's see. Thank you. You're asking how to manifest a large. How can I manifest a large sum of money like 200K? Okay, so you redefine it. That would be like the first thing I would recommend, because if you see something as like large or big, or like a big goal, or it's good to acknowledge that at first, because you want to reach for those goals, because there really are no limits. But once you identify that you want that, thanks. So once you identify that that's what you want, you need to understand that to the universe, or to your God self, whatever word you want to use, it is really no big deal. It's like just as easy, like Abraham Hicks says, it's just as easy to manifest a castle as it is to manifest a button. To the universe, it's the same thing. It's not harder to manifest $200,000 than it is to manifest you finding a dollar bill on the floor. And you have to understand that it sounds insane, it sounds not logical. Okay, this sound. Silos? Okay, tell me now. Is it Silos? If it's Silos, give me a thumbs up or say yes. That's the first option. Hey, Evolution. Oh my god, I'm actually on at a time where you're on. It's awesome. Hi, Lila. Oh my god, what was I talking about? Okay, I was talking about, how to manifest a large sum of money, like $200,000. Hi, Lisa. Do I know you? I think I might know you or not. I don't know. But yeah, so we're talking about how to manifest a large sum of money, like $200,000. So yeah, you first, as soon as you recognize that you want that, that's your desire, then you need to make it feel natural to you, and that is done by understanding that it's just as easy for the forces that be, or whatever, your God self, your subconscious mind, the universe, to bring that into your experience as it is for you to find $1 on the floor. And I know that sounds insane because you've probably found $1 on the floor before. Silos. Okay, see, I had Mr. Silos, who's my 6th grade teacher. I actually grew up where there was a lot of Greek people, so so I should have known that already. But Mr. Silos spelled his name, I think, with the S. Anyway, but okay, awesome. Okay, I'm like looking at a few things. Sensei, tall teacher, awesome. Okay. Okay, so yeah, and that's honestly, if you could just work on that, on making the $200,000 equal to finding $1 on the floor, or earning $1, then that's really honestly all your mind needs to know. Just in your imagination, that's what it'll be. It will be that easy. And I know it sounds crazy, but you don't even know how like what amazing things are done with such ease for the universe. It's only our logical mind that makes it seem like so hard and so impossible, and then that's what happens. Guess what? It gets slowed down, because not because it's hard for God to bring, or God selves to bring it to us. No, it's not hard at all. It's just that we're slowing it down by thinking it'll probably take a lot of time because it's this big. Like this bigger goal, this bigger financial goal will take longer than a smaller financial goal. Or just like in the same way of like, oh, me manifesting just any date will be easier than me manifesting a date with the person that I really, really prefer and really want. It's the same thing for the universe. Just make them equal, because the value that you give it is only the value that you're giving it. All you have to do is assume that is natural to you. So what does it feel like for manifesting $200,000 to feel natural to you? Who would you have to be? Like, what kind of thoughts would you have to have? What kind of perspective would you have to have on a daily basis of things around you, knowing that you are the one who already has $200,000? And there's a different feeling state for every way of manifesting $200,000, and there are endless options. There are endless ways this can unfold for you. The bridge of incidents it's the variety of ways that it can form together is really infinite. The possibilities are infinite, and the way you align with it will determine partly how things come together. Not that you will say, I want this and this to happen. No, not at all like that, because that's not what you want to do. But let's say, for example, $200,000. Do you want that to come all at once? Okay, let's say that's the situation. Then how does it feel to manifest $200,000 all at once? That's a different feeling. So the $200,000, do you want to earn that, let's say, in a year? Do you see it coming through some way that you want to earn it because you feel better knowing that you earned it, even though earning is a whole other thing that doesn't matter, but that's just how you're used to seeing things. So let's say you have a business and you want to earn $200,000 over 1 year. That feels different too, right? It comes in increments, big increments, but it's not $200,000 all at once. So the way you feel about it, the way you think about those things, the more natural parts that feels to you, that's how it'll unfold. Let's see what you guys have been saying. So Kaya Tolab, is that how you say it? Does that apply also for manifesting an SP? Yeah, because an SP is no different than anything else manifesting in your life. It's just a matter of you may be thinking, but that's so specific. What are the chances that specific thing is going to happen for me? Well, $200,000 is pretty specific too. You know, the exact kind of relationship you want is specific too, right? You want a good relationship, you want a healthy relationship, you want a really fun relationship, or you want a really stable feeling relationship. Like the combination of those things, it's very specific. And yet, you know, why say that, well, that's a really specific kind of relationship? So no, it's not too specific. Nothing is too specific. So that's why when we see it as a specific person, we think, okay, there's only one of this person, and everybody else in the world is not this person. So I'd have to like take my chance. The chances of it being that one person out of billions in the world is very slim and seemingly impossible. Yeah, but you have to see that as all there is alignment. It doesn't matter how many of that person there is and how many of other people there are. All that matters is that you get in touch with the feeling state of being with that one person. And I recommend being in the feeling state of being that one person, of being with that one person in the way you want to be with them. Know that you don't have to make sacrifices. You don't have to how can I put this? Yeah, I guess you don't have to make any sacrifices that you don't want to in order to have this person, because we're used to seeing value as that, as okay, if I want this perfect thing, then I'm gonna have to compromise on something. You don't have to compromise. Does this mean that, oh yeah, the perfect person, when they show up, this SP, when they appear in my life, they'll be a perfect person? They're a human being just like you are, so they're gonna have their strengths, their weaknesses, their flaws, and their perfections, but you will experience them in the way that you prefer to experience a loving relationship. The things that might bother somebody else won't bother you, because you'll have everything that you want in that relationship, because you already established how you want to experience the relationship with them. So yes, I suggest, not only if you have a specific person in mind, not only aligning being with them, but also aligning being in the type of relationship you want with them. Do not settle. Do not compromise on anything that you want just because it seems like the chances are low. Because once you start approaching things that way, then you're actually thinking that chance has anything to do with it. And that would be kind of throwing everything we know out the window, right? As much as you try to apply logic to these things, the more you're going to end up compromising. And there's something really great about that in Neville's book. Which one was it? Freedom for All. Freedom for All. There's like a great part where he says that, you know, people want something. They have a desire. It's the actual desire. And then, you know, really quick after that, that desire starts to get molded into something else, because we think, oh, well, that's what I really want, but I don't see myself getting that. So I'm going to take it down just a few notches. Maybe I'll get that instead. So we have this watered down version of what we actually want, and we think that's our goal now. Like, oh, okay, if I just get him or her, then it doesn't matter if it's not a perfect relationship, or if it doesn't matter if they're a jerk to me, or whatever, or as long as I have whatever, I'll sacrifice this, I'll compromise on that. You will have the exact kind of relationship that you expect to have. And by expect, I don't mean this idea of like, oh, I expect you better be good to me, or you just better happen, or these are my expectations. You know, that's not what I mean by expectation or expecting something. Expecting something means whatever you're naturally aligned with and comes naturally. So you may sometimes think that a result for something ended up being not what you expected. You just think, oh, that's so surprising, I didn't expect for this to happen. Well, you actually were aligned with that, which is what expectation is. It's just that you, in your mind, had this like tension on it that like, you know, this other thing better happen, because that's what I'm focusing on it. But it's not about just focusing on the subject, it's about focusing on the having of that experience in that topic of your life, not just focusing on it. Hope that made sense. I kind of ran off on that, but let's see. You're welcome, Silos. Yeah, so that's my spiel on the whole specific person thing. As long as you have a desire, then there are so many countless ways of it happening for you that you should never feel like you need to change it, or and don't be hard on yourself, because we feel like since it hasn't come yet, we're doing something wrong, right? And if we're doing something wrong, then we're like stupid, or not stupid, but like we're not doing the right thing. We're not that A student right now in this moment. We're not being great at it. We're not a great learner. We're not applying the way we should be. And then it gets into this frustrating cycle where you just like beat up on yourself, and then you think, no, I'm not stupid. And then you kind of go back and forth from being like, this doesn't work, and then no, I'm not doing it right. Just drop all that, because all that, you know what that is? It's being critical of yourself. And Neville always says non-critical self-observation. That's what needs to be. Give me a phone call. Just 1 second, okay? Oh wow, you guys got a really good view of my hairy arm right there. Look, I'm super hairy. Okay, was there like an awkward silence there? It's like, oh man, okay, so yeah. I don't remember what I was saying, but so yes, I got a phone call and I had to turn it off, and I put my phone on mute, so I'm gonna have to go in a minute. But if you guys have any other questions, let's see. Yeah, if you guys don't have any other questions, then I'm gonna go, because I have to go do some stuff. About Abdullah, honestly, I don't know anything more about Abdullah than you guys do. He was a teacher who lived in New York City. He was an Ethiopian rabbi who had very dark skin. That's what we know. And he knew a lot about all religions, I'd say, not just Judaism or Christianity. Or he knew, he understood the origins of the religions and the thought, the foundation that they were all based on. And he understood that they were all based on the nature of this reality, and they had different ways of teaching it, somewhat, but he knew about. I don't know where he learned that from. I don't know where Abdullah. We know Neville learned a lot from Abdullah over many years period of time, but I don't know where Abdullah learned it from. I don't know, and but apparently he, at one point, I think, lived not far from Neville. But yeah, Neville would do some stuff for him, maybe run errands, and he would teach him the Kabbalah, like everything. Yeah. Lila, hey Lila. It makes me so happy to see your little logo there in your name. Because I tie, obviously, Lila and Evolution to so much like amazing content that she's just so great about posting. So thank you for joining. Thank you for all the stuff you do. Yeah, so that's all I know about Abdullah, and he was just an amazing person, I think, who knew his true nature and knew that your life did not depend on what you ate. It did not depend on the people around you. That people treat you the way you expect them to treat you. And again, really importantly, not how you expect them to treat you, as in, you better treat me this way, or this is how I'm going to be treated from now on. But that minus the tension, which is basically a natural expectation. So when you assume yourself to be someone who's respected, then guess what? People respect you, and they show respect to you, and they invite you to places that people of your skin color at that time would not have been invited, probably. So yeah, that's all I know about him. I know that Mitch Horowitz or somebody has a book on Abdullah, but do you recommend any source to learn Kabbalah? No, honestly, I don't know anything about how to approach that, how to learn it. I've been invited to learn it. It's just realized at that time was not something I was ready for. Just had so many other things to I guess fine tune that time. That no, I unfortunately I don't know, but I'm sure that if it's your desire, then you'll find perfect source to learn it. And that's about it. Thank you guys so much for joining. I really appreciate it. Let's see, what time is it right now? It is 8:19. Okay. Oh, no worries. It's not a difficult question. It's just yeah, that's one about Abdullah. Just focus on Neville's teachings, and the more you focus on Neville's teachings, the more you'll understand, what Abdullah is, because Abdullah is basically teaching through Neville, because he taught him everything he knew. So that's about it. And as for the Kabbalah, yeah, you will find the perfect place to learn it. Just feel your way into it. Okay, thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. I will see you guys next time. Bye.